Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video, just a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV news. There's not really too much to talk about with Final Fantasy XIV until we get a little bit closer to Shadowbringers, so I figured anything that pops up like this, you guys might be curious to know about. And this thing in particular, because people in my comment section are always asking me, when's the next free login campaign? Well, here one is. They've just announced that a 7-day free login campaign between April 8th and June 17th is now active. Now, for those of you who haven't done these free login campaigns, it isn't, hey, Final Fantasy XIV is free to play for everybody for 7 days in between this period of time. What it is it's for players who have stopped playing, they have inactive accounts, and they want to play for, a few days just to maybe try out the new story quest, maybe get caught up a little bit without completely renewing their subscription, and these are great opportunities to do that. Normally, they're only up to 4 days, but this one's up to 7. Now, for anyone who's never done these before, I, of course, want to make sure that I explain things that you should be looking out for in these free 7 days, good times to maybe do this or not do this in particular. And so, yeah, let's get into the specifics of it. So as I said earlier, you have to already own Final Fantasy XIV. You need to have a registered service account, and it needs to be inactive at the current time. Not only that, but it needs to have been inactive for at least 30 days. So if you just stopped playing like 2 weeks ago, this isn't going to be something that allows you to log back in for free. Now, when it says up to 168 hours on this banner right here, it's pretty deceptive because odds are you will not play for 168 hours. What happens basically is from the moment in which you actually, install the game and log in for the first time during this free login campaign, basically you're going to have 7 days from that login before you're going to have your account rendered inactive again. They give a perfect example here that if you were to start on April 20th at 12 a.m., midnight Pacific, then you would be able to play free of charge until April 26th at 11:59 p.m. It's not 168 hours of you being logged in. It's just 168 hours from the second you log in. It's also worth mentioning that it basically counts midnights. It doesn't give you an exact 168 hours. So you can lose some time if you do log in at an inopportune time. Like if you have 5 minutes to log in and start your campaign, you're basically throwing a day away at that point. If you're still logged in at the end of it, it's going to kick you out immediately. If you have multiple service accounts registered to a single Square Enix account, then if any of them are active, it's not going to work. Service accounts that have been canceled or suspended due to violation of the service agreement, aka you've been suspended or banned, that's not going to work. Players who's purchased a subscription during their free login period will forfeit the remaining days. So if you're thinking about resubbing, and even after these 7 days are up, you're going to resub, wait till the 7th day because you're going to forego all the free days, and that's a week of no sub, not needing to pay a sub. So, it's like only like $2-3 technically out of the grander scheme, but it's better than nothing, Players cannot log in with platforms with service accounts that have not been registered, aka if you have a PC account, you cannot log in with the PS4 and vice versa. However, anything you do, if you have PC, PS4, Mac, all of those, you can choose to log into any of them, just as long as you follow all the rules and you meet all the other specifics here. Now, on top of that, they do talk about the different multiple service accounts. It's a very unique situation that we probably don't need to go over, but all this information is posted. I'll include a source to it in the description of the video below. Now, they do make one final mention here, and this was kind of a big reason why I wanted to do this video. In accordance with the expansion of the North America data center, maintenance is scheduled to take place for an extended period on Tuesday, April 23rd. Please note you will be unable to log into the game during this maintenance. So basically that means is that if your 7 days has April 23rd listed on there, you probably don't want to start your 7 days until just after this extended period. Keep in mind, when they say extended, it is a 24-hour maintenance for us. Now, while for those of us who are subbed, we will get an extra day on our account, it's not worth being logged in on like the 19th because you're going to miss a day. That being said, there are some major events that are happening, of course, that you might want to use these 7 days to do. One of the big ones is if you're planning on resubbing for Shadowbringers, but you want to get caught up on the story now, using these 7 days to get as many story quests done as possible, regardless of where you are in the main story altogether, is a perfect use. They even specifically note patch 4.5 is available, and if you haven't done that, this would be the perfect opportunity to do it. Now, on top of that, there may be some other dungeons or maybe jobs you want to try, things you want to unlock. But another big thing is the Final Fantasy XIV and Final Fantasy XV collaboration. That's going to be made available on April 16th. And while it will be available until approximately the end of May, it is a limited time event where you're not only going to be able to obtain Noctis from Final Fantasy XV's hairstyle, his outfit, a triple triad card, but most importantly, his 4-seater Regalia mount, which is the first ever 4-seater mount in the game. Now, data mine Mining has suggested that most of these rewards will be purchased with Vanderbilt Gold Saucer points. And the approximate amount, I think, is 230k for all the rewards that aren't directly given from the request, including that 4-seater mount. So in those 7 days, very, very possible to get the MGP that you need in order to obtain that, or to, you know, I guess just get the basic event stuff done if you don't think you'll have enough MGP. So anytime between April 16th and the end of May, hell, April, doing this in the next few days, you know, making sure you have it done by, you know, April 11th through the 18th, that'd probably be a good window, assuming that you're not too worried about the MGP acquisition. You may want to wait until like a Saturday or a Sunday, sometime like a day or two after the fashion report has become available, because the fashion report is an easy like 60k MGP if you just throw a little bit of gil at it. And as such, if you wait till like Saturday or Sunday after it becomes available on Friday, you could probably do 2 of them, and that's 120k MGP altogether, with 2 weeks worth of challenge logs as well. That's guaranteed basically 230k with very little effort. So those are just a few recommendations I have if you're thinking about trying it out. But if not, don't worry, you have until June 17th, and then after that, 11 days after that is when early access begins. So anyway, be sure to let your friends know in case they've been waiting for a free login period. And that's it. That's the end of this video. Don't have anything fancy to say. So thank you for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for news and updates regarding Shadowbringers when they become available. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.